I have next to me a $325 haul. So if you want to see what goodies I got, and believe you me, there are some goodies, then stay tuned.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body treatments for your neck. All they really wanna do is go and cash the check. Won't nobody love you until you love yours. You could be swimming in money.
Hi everyone, my name is Becky Park, and I am a part-time reseller on reselling platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. And what that means is I pick up used and sometimes new clothing and accessories, and sometimes even hard goods for as cheap as possible at places like pop-up consignment sales, like this haul here, thrift stores. I get stuff for free from my friends. And what I do is I sell those items for as much as I can on the various reselling platforms that I mentioned earlier. And it is what I do on the side of my full-time job as a high school choir teacher. It is a great side hustle, a great way to make money online from home. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a haul of stuff that I picked up at a pop-up consignment sale. I actually just did a haul video of the stuff that I did the first day that I went to this sale, and I will link that video right here. It was an amazing haul filled with some really great brands that you definitely should be on the lookout for. And if you see them in your thrift stores, you need to snatch them up, because as I shared in that haul video, some of these pieces can sell for like over $300. In fact, I had my biggest sale to date from that haul while filming that haul. And so if you want to check out some of those brands, check out that video. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the items that I picked up at the same pop-up consignment sale, but just a couple days later when they had their half off sale. So I had a pretty good idea of what kind of stuff I wanted to pick up for the half off sale from when I went that first day. But you know, some stuff that I was like,
I don't know if it's worth it at the full price, but if it's still here for half off day, I'll go ahead and get it.
So these are the things that I got. I believe my average cost of goods for this day was around, I want to say like $10, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put it down here exactly what it was. So it's a little bit less than obviously what I paid my first day that I went to this pop-up consignment sale, but definitely a little bit more than average, but that's because I think I got some pretty good stuff. So let's dig in. If you enjoy, thrift hauls and, even what sold videos, of which I do once a week, and I highly recommend, a good combination of the two if you're trying to learn more as a reseller, because while it's fun to see what people are picking up, it's probably even more important to see what they're actually selling and for how much. And so I do a video like that once a week where I share with you everything that sold. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos and you enjoy reseller content, definitely make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I do upload at least 2 new videos every week. So I'm going to start actually with this bag of shoes, because while I didn't get nearly as many shoes as I typically do at this pop-up consignment sale, I did get some that I'm pretty excited about. So let's dig in. So the first thing that I'll share with you is this pair of boots. I was like, where's the second one? I saw these on the full price day, but they were priced at like $40. So I looked up comps the first day. They definitely weren't worth $40, but I think that they are worth $20. They are Sorels, and they have this really cool exterior with kind of the chevron print. I feel like it's probably wool. And they also have a, I don't know if it's faux fur or real fur. Let's look and see. But they do have a nice soft lining inside. It doesn't say the fabric content here. However, what I did while I was at the pop-up consignment sale was I used Google Lens to look up the style name of this and to look up comps and all that good stuff. And I think by doing that, I can find the actual listing for this item on like the Sorel website or other, retailers that sell Sorel boots. And that way I can find out more about like what this is made out of, what the exterior is, what the interior is and all that kind of stuff. Now, the amazing thing about this too is that they are new. Like, they don't have tags or anything. They do have this, which I think probably the tag was on. But you can tell, like, they've never been worn. You can tell from the treads, and you can tell just from even looking at the exterior. There is no wear on them whatsoever. So that obviously increases the value of these. And this is the perfect time to list something like this, because people are definitely in the mood to shop for boots and whatnot. The only thing about these is that they have a really, really, really strong smell. Like, not a bad smell, but like almost like perfumey, like kind of candly. I don't know. It's pretty intense, and I mean, I'm probably just going to send them as is because it's not a bad smell, but it is kind of intense. Okay, the next pair of shoes are a pair of Sauconys. They are the Cohesion 13. I believe comps were like between $30 and $40, so nothing like amazing, but the treads were good. Saucony is a really great brand. They're clean, so it is what it is. These are a size women's 9, and the Sorels, I forgot to tell you the size, I think they are a size 6. I could probably wear those, but I don't need boots like that, and I'd rather make the money that I will make from selling those. The Sorels, I think that used, though that particular style was selling for around like $60 because they're brand new. I don't know, like maybe I'll even list that 100, maybe even higher. I have to check comps again, but definitely, a good pickup. These, not as good of a pickup. The really crappy thing about this pop-up consignment sale is that the building that they have the sale in, it has terrible lighting. It's awful lighting. So you can't really look over your pieces super thoroughly for flaws, especially for things like stains and stuff. You just can't really see them in the light. So this is a pair of New Balance shoes. And, New Balance shoes, they kind of vary in terms of comps. They can be a little bit all over the place. But generally speaking, you can get like at least 25, but sometimes up to 50. And if they're like a great style, I mean, you can get like $7,500 for them. It all depends on, the style, right? These are a size 7.5. And when I saw them at the consignment sale, I thought they were in really good shape. However, the laces, for example, like these are really gross, and I guess I could bleach them and put some work into them, or I could even just get brand new laces, but I don't know if these are worth all that. And then even right now, I am filming this at night, so it's a little bit hard to see some of the wear that I was seeing earlier, but yeah, I mean, there's just some marks and stuff on the exterior, as you can see. Overall, they are in really good shape. They just need a little bit of TLC. They've been worn, obviously, but not too much. So we'll see. I don't know really what comps are for those. I'm assuming I can list them for at least $35. This is another pair of Sauconys, and these are basically the same exact shoe as this pair, and I'm pretty sure that they came from the same consignor because you can see the same like purple ribbon on both shoes. They must have just really liked the style. These are just in a different color. These are the Saucony Cohesion 13 as well. These, I believe, are also a size 9. Yep. And the person just didn't want either pair anymore. So there you go. And then the last pair of shoes that I got, like I said, not a lot of shoes this time around, was this pair of Merrells. They're like these low top sneakers. They're kind of interesting. I don't know. These are in a size 6.5, and I don't know. I just thought they were interesting. Oh no, I don't think that they actually charged me for these. I think they missed these because this is what they take off to give the person their money, but I would have paid $5 for these, except maybe I didn't. I don't know. Now, one really great thing about these shoes is that this color right here is what you'd call sage green, and sage green, for whatever reason, is like super popular right now this season. So if you see sage green at the thrift store, definitely consider picking it up, but I will definitely use that as a keyword or like put it in my description, title, and in my listing and whatnot, and see if that helps sell these. I've never sold this style of Merrell shoes before. I'm assuming I can list them for around $35 at the very least. So, speaking of how much I paid at this pop-up consignment sale, I went with my friend G1, and when we were checking out, her and I were both like, how much do you think I spent? Like, blah, blah, blah. And we both kind of guessed in the 300s. She rang me up, and then she was like, okay, the total is $500. What was it, like $50 or $570? And I was like, there's a lot of money. I mean, I got a lot of stuff, but I was like, that sounds kind of high. And so I went ahead and paid, but then she gave me my receipt. And honestly, I'm so bad. Like I should be much more diligent about checking stuff. Usually I don't really check my receipt over well at all. I just kind of assume that, the cashier did their job well, and I'm just on my merry way. However, she gave me my receipt, and I just was like, I'm just going to look this over really quickly. And as I did, I noticed that the last item that she rang up, and the way that they do it is, they get those little tags like you saw on the bottom of the shoe, and they type it in manually, like how much you owe, and they pull off the tags and save them so that at the end of the event, they can figure out, what items have sold per consignor. I noticed on the receipt that the last item that she rang up for $250. I did not buy anything that was $250. And so I, obviously was still at the table. Like, I saw it really fast because it was off by an entire digit compared to everything else on the receipt. And I was just like, hey, so it kind of looks like you charged me $250 for something. I didn't spend $250 on anything. And she was like, really? You could kind of see the panic rising in her face, and she kept like kind of holding it far away from her. And she's like, I don't know, I can't make it up. And I was like, well, it's like clearly like a 250. And she's like, okay, let me try ringing it up again. So she went through all the tags, rang it up. It came out to like 325. And she's like, oh my God, you're right. Like, I'm so sorry. So she ended up refunding that first total in its entirety and then just charging me with a brand new transaction for the correct amount. So I guess just a friendly reminder that you should be checking your tags. You should be very diligent about that kind of stuff because you never know what kind of mistakes people are going to make, especially if they are entering things in manually, which, some mom and pop like thrift stores, that's kind of how they work. Just be really careful. I'm so glad that I caught that because, given the nature of this kind of sale, it's a pop-up event. It's not like I can go visit them next week and be like, hey, you overcharged me. They're not there anymore in that space, right? So I was really thankful that I figured that out and saved myself $250. My goodness. All right, so let's move on to the clothing. This is a brand that I love to resell. It's called Peruvian Connection. It's a really great brand and their pieces can go for a lot. The retail on these pieces tend to be pretty high. So this is the Rouge Belle Lace pullover in a size extra large. Honestly, like the best Peruvian Connection pieces are their pieces made out of like wool and alpaca. This is just cotton. It's like this open knit cotton piece. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's just cotton. I think I've actually sold this identical piece, but in white. Yeah, this is 100% Pima cotton. So it's got kind of this V-neck, just like a longer sweater. I honestly will probably list this though for like $75 to $100. And just see what happens. By the way, I've already made back all of the money that I spent on both this haul and the haul from the first day, which was like $200 something just by selling 4 pieces from the first haul. I'm telling you, if you've not watched that first haul yet, you should watch it and see what kinds of pieces I picked up. And by the way, for that Peruvian Connection, I believe it was priced at like $10 or $15, something like that. And I got it for half off. So that was a really good deal. This next item is by the brand Judy Blue. This is a denim brand that I've been having so much luck with. I feel like it typically sells between like $35 and $50 depending on the style and depending on, its condition, obviously. These are in a size 9 by 29. And I picked these up. I did pay up for them a little bit, maybe like, I think I ended up paying like $8 to $10 for them. But look, actually, no, I think I ended up paying like maybe even more, like 12 to 14. But I picked them up because one, they are high rise, I believe. Let's see. They're the skinny fit. They look like they're high rise. And I loved this like plaid, this red and black like buffalo plaid print underneath. I thought that was so fun and perfect for the holidays that are coming up. So these were a really cool pickup. I will probably price these around like $40 to $50 and see what happens. I picked up quite a few pieces by this brand, so you'll see a few more. This is by Zaya. I'm not quite sure how to say it. This is one of those kind of like MLM companies where people sell it like online or at, they have like the parties and whatnot. But it seems like it's pretty good quality and it has quite a following. So this is just a black, like, I forget what you call this. It's not necessarily Sherpa. Maybe it's like fake Sherpa, but that kind of like fuzzy, whatever material. It's a full zip jacket. And then it's got this panel, like this strip of leopard print across the middle. This is in a size medium. I don't know. I ended up paying, I want to say $5 for it because they had it priced at $10. This was one of those things that I considered getting on the full price day when I was there, but I was like, I'm just going to wait because I don't know. So there's that. I have not looked up comps for this yet. Off the top of my head, I want to say that I could probably list this around $40 to $50, but I will look up comps, and if I am wrong, I will tell you. This I ended up paying, I want to say like $9 for. It's Athleta. I kind of want to keep it for myself. It's just this really classic, like navy blue with red stripes, ribbed long sleeve. I'd call it a lightweight sweater. I'm basically just giving you my listing title, like exactly how I would type it out. But I don't know. I think this is just so classy, so almost like preppy. I love it. So I'm going to try it on. I have gained some weight, so chances are I won't even really like how I look in this, but if I do, I shall keep it. And if I don't, honestly, this would look so good on my Frenchie one. So, and it is made of a merino extra fine wool and polyester blend. So perfect for the winter. I just need to get in more shape to be able to wear this. You guys, I did buy a hydro. A hydro is kind of like the Peloton of rowing machines, and my husband and I have been loving it. They have like the classes that you take with like live instructors and stuff. If you're interested in a hydro, I'll put a link down in the description below, because you can save, I think you can save like $500 right now, because they were having this crazy special if you use my link. So I don't know if you're interested in a hydro. Biking is not for me. Cycling is not my thing at all. I cannot figure out how this top works. That's why I'm stalling with my hydro story. The point is, hopefully with my hydro, I can wear that Athleta top and feel good in it. But anyway, this is by the brand Parker. It's a size extra small. I actually still get really excited about finding Parker. I know people are like,
I don't get it anymore.
I never find it. So I get excited when I find it. This is a brand sold at Nordstrom and some other big retailers like that. I cannot figure out how this is supposed to work, but it is this really cool, like very metallic-y gold wrap top. It's got this snap button right here. This is what I can't figure out. There's this like random piece of is it a hood? There's no way that this is a hood. I don't, oh, it's like that. It's like that. That looks so much better than what I was doing. So it's got this like Grecian, like draped, just like melted gold on you look. Oh, that's really beautiful. I feel like this would be perfect for New Year's Eve, or even just for the holidays. Like this would be perfect even for like a Christmas party or something. I love it. I don't know how to price it. Let me see what it is made out of. It's just polyester. Parker does do a lot of stuff with like silk and stuff, but this is clearly not that. But a fun piece. I did kind of contemplate whether or not I should pick it up, because I think I ended up paying like $7 for it, but it was too cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll find an excuse to wear that someday too. This is, again, the brand Zia, and this is obviously new with tags. This is the black brilliant high-rise legging in a size 20, or sorry, they are 28 inches. It's a 28-inch inseam, and it's in a size 6 to 8. Zia leggings can do so well. I think I've sold their leggings once before, and I think they sold for like $60 or something, and like really fast. So especially because these are new with tags. I don't know how much the price meant yet. I need to look up comps, but I'm pretty excited. I think I ended up paying maybe like $8 to $10 for this one. I'm not sure. Again, you know what my average cost of goods was. Oh, they're really soft. Okay, this next piece I wasn't going to get because I ended up paying like $7 for it. It's by the brand Holding Horses, which is an Anthropologie brand, and it's in a size large. It's like this velvet button-up shirt. It's very thick. It's got buttons on the front. It's got kind of this flannel lining here. At first I was like, oh, it's probably not worth picking up, but I looked up comps and they were good. Like they were like $40. So I was like, okay. So pick that up. We'll see how that does. It's very luxurious feeling. I feel like I honestly would wear it if it were my size. Oh, this is a really cool piece. So this is by the brand Ilse Jacobsen, and it is a raincoat. I cannot remember what country Ilse Jacobsen is from. I want to say like, I'm not even going to guess. I don't know. It's a European size 44, but it's this really beautiful kind of pale pink, like longer length raincoat. It's gorgeous. It's got this hood. It's got this really interesting like belt detail like around the neck. I don't know, that's a little strange, but it's beautiful and it's beautifully made. The comps for this were kind of interesting to look up because of the fact that it is something from Europe, right? So it's kind of hard to come by this brand, it seems like, in America. And because of that, when I looked up comps on eBay, they were really just kind of coming from other parts of the world. For example, again, like in Europe. So the comps were kind of crazy with like crazy amounts for shipping. However, I feel pretty confident that I can list this for, I don't know, maybe like $150, I want to say. I don't know. We'll see. I got to look up comps again, but at least $100 to $150. I think I ended up paying like $20 for this, but I don't know. It's a new to me brand. I thought I would pick it up and see how it does. And it is just so beautifully made that I was like, I'm just going to take a shot on it. All right. So in that first haul video, you saw this brand that was new to me and definitely a BOLO in my opinion. The brand is Dress to Kill. I did pick up a few more pieces. They had a good amount and I actually did leave some behind because they were asking for a good amount. That first day that I went to this pop-up consignment sale, I bought 4 pieces and my goal was to get those pieces listed as quickly as possible just to kind of see what kind of activity I'd get from those 4 pieces and how much interest there was in them. And that would help me gauge whether or not I needed to pick up, you know, some more pieces by this brand when I went to the half off sale. So I went to the first opening day of this consignment event on a Monday. I listed them Tuesday and the half off day was on Thursday. So before I went to the half off sale, I got them all listed Tuesday and I did get some lowball offers on a couple of the items. One of the items sold outright at my full asking price of $150. So it was pretty clear to me that although this, you know, brand wasn't maybe as popular as like Magnolia Pearl and whatnot, it did have a following and there were people out there who were willing to pay good money for this brand. It is definitely a login look brand, which means it's got kind of this like oversized layered, I don't know, like just very comfortable look to it. You can kind of see what I mean even with this first piece. It's just very like loose and a lot of times they'll say things like one size fits all, which, you know, this definitely does. So this has kind of this interesting like floral print to it. It's got an interesting just like, what do you want to call it? Like just the way that they've done the color on this piece, like the dye job, it's really interesting. So this is a one size fits all piece. I'm probably going to list this for like $125 and chances are it'll sell for over, I want to say like over 80. Kind of crazy, right? So if you find a piece like this that looks similar to this, login look is a great keyword. And then I did get another piece by them. Actually, this is like a set. So this next set looks very similar to what I just showed you. It's got that same kind of floral like rose print to it, but this also has like this pleating on the front. It's got kind of like a peplum-y bottom. This is long sleeve with like a cuffed hem. They're very interesting pieces. This one, let me see what this is made out of. This one feels really interesting. The tags are kind of hard to find. As in, I don't even think there is a tag on this one. Let's see. It does not say what this is made out of. So, I don't know. It's not cotton. I don't know. I don't know what this is made out of. But there's this piece. And then there's a matching pair of pants to go with it. And what I noticed when I was looking up comps for this brand is that their pants can go for a lot, like a lot. So the pants are a size 1. I don't know what that means. They're pretty small. I mean, they're like elastic waist, but this is definitely, you can't say that this is a one size fits all. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that it doesn't say that because that would be very, very misleading. But look at these pants, okay? They do have pockets. They kind of remind me of like MC Hammer pants. Do you know who MC Hammer is? Very popular in the 80s, 90s. They have kind of this like interesting, again, pleated detail here. Would you call that ruching? I don't know. These are very interesting. The pants can go for like $150. Like, look at this crazy like tie-dye situation here. I don't get it. I will sell these pieces separately. I'm not going to sell this as a set because I think it will do much better separately. And I will also put in the listing, however, for each piece, hey, I have a matching top to these bottoms, look in my closet for them, or, vice versa for the top. So I think I'll make more money though if I piece them out. So that's what I'm going to do. My friend Chiwon went with me, and she was checking out the plus size section of the pop-up consignment sale, and she was like,
there is so much Torrid.
and I was like, well, get all of it. We didn't get all of it. Some of it was not worth getting, but we got a good amount of it. And it was like bigger size Torrid. So this first piece is really interesting. It's a collaboration that I believe they did with Barbie. This is in a size 5. It's kind of made of like that scuba knit material. It's got a Peter Pan collar, and it's got like Barbie and hearts and lips all over it. It's basically this like skater dress. It's really cute, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not something necessarily that I would wear, but I definitely appreciate the style. So there's that. Yeah, someone just, got rid of all their Torrid stuff, and I'm pretty happy about it. This piece, I don't know. I have not looked up comps. I can imagine though, maybe it's like a pretty popular collaboration. That's my hope. I'm hoping that I could do pretty well with that. This is another piece by that Peruvian Connection brand. Again, this is not typically what this brand is known for. This is in a size extra large. It's like a long sleeve, ruched sleeve, and ruched side tunic. Maybe you could probably wear this as a dress. I also imagine that this would be wonderful as a maternity piece. Like, yeah, this would be an amazing maternity piece, whether as a dress, although it might be a little bit short as a dress, or as just like a tunic with leggings underneath it. I think that would be great. So not sure how to price this. Probably more like between $35 to $50 on that one. This is another Zaya piece. These are in a size medium, and they are a pair of gray, like pull-on joggers. I actually really love these. Oh, no, they're not joggers. Just regular kind of athletic pants. If they were my size, I honestly would have kept them. They do have pockets. They are just great casual pants. Great to run errands in. I don't necessarily know if these would be the best to work out in per se, but I really, really like these actually. This next piece I feel like probably came from the same person who had all that Torrid stuff. And I, had been on the lookout for this brand before and never really found it. But then recently in the past month or so, I've been finding it. So I don't know, maybe this is a sign of more of this brand in my life. But the brand is Eloquii, which is, I believe, related to Torrid to some degree. I think I heard that Eloquii is kind of like, not as casual as Torrid. Maybe it's more like work appropriate. I don't know, that something about like how maybe it's just not as like casual and everyday. But this is in a size 20, and it is a dress that is new with tags. You can see the tag right here. It's blue and black striped. It's got this belt. There we go. It's got like a belt. It's got, I want to say it has pockets. Nope, I'm making that up. No pockets. I think it's going to end up being, though, kind of like a midi dress. And it's got, you guys, I'm not doing this justice. It's just too long. But it's got this interesting, like, what kind of hem do you call this? It's not asymmetrical, but it's like a handkerchief hem, maybe, is what it's called. So, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I have sold jeans by Eloquii. And I think I also sold a pair of, like, plaid pants, but I've not ever sold a dress, so we'll see how that does. This is another Torrid piece. This is in a size 4. It is this actually really beautiful black dress with like these big sleeves. It's got a keyhole in the neck and in the back. It's got a tie waist, and again, I want to say midi length, which is a great length. I think it's super flattering. I think midi length though is hard because for people like myself who are very, very short, I am 5 feet tall. A lot of midi dresses actually end up being 4 full-length dresses on me, like maxi dresses, which is great because a lot of maxi dresses are just way too long on me. So, you know, what can you do? All right, this is another Torrid piece. And by the way, these Torrid pieces, I think I paid like $5 for because I think they had them priced like $10. This is new with tags. This is a size 4X. And this retailed for $85.50. It's a beautiful dress. Again, I think this is perfect for the holidays. You could totally wear this to like an office Christmas party or something like that. But it's got this like stretchy neck, although I don't envision that it's wide enough for it to be off the shoulder. But anyway, it's got this stretchy neck. It's got these sheer sleeves. And, you know, there's this floral print, but there's also these like metallic gold, I don't know, just kind of like swatches almost. I think this is just so beautiful. And it is, again, maxi, midi, I don't know, but it's a longer dress. It's gorgeous. Like, it's gorgeous. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of Torrid stuff, I see it and I'm like, okay, but like, that is legitimately gorgeous. I'm actually very excited to photograph that one, and I bet I can find stock photos. This, my friend Jiwon found on the first day that we went, and I was like, let's wait and see if that one is available on half off day, because I think it's a better half off pickup just because of the nature of what it is. So it's by the brand Fargo. Never heard of it. Don't really care. Fargo Clothing Supply Co. Size medium, and it is made of a wool blend, which I kind of figured when I saw it. But it's this really cute like plaid wool blend jumper. It's got these pockets. Oh, there they are. It's got these pockets on the front. It'd be so cute over like a crisp white button-up shirt. I love it. I think it's really cute. I just wasn't sure if it was worth, I think they had a price at like $10 or something. I didn't know if it was worth $10, but I'll probably try to list this around like $35. I have a feeling it's vintage. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a cute piece. I just didn't want to pay the full price for it, and I'm glad that it was still there on half off day. I think this is my last Zia piece. Zia, gosh, I'm just never gonna know. This is also new with tags, and it is the gray pocket half zip pullover. This, I remember they had something like this the last time I went to the sale, and I didn't end up getting them because I just wasn't sure of comps. And then I looked up comps when I got home, and I was like, gosh darn it, I should have gotten those Zia pieces. I think that this can go for like, I want to say like $60, $70, some of them. Actually, I lie. I did get one at the last pop-up consignment sale when I could have gotten like 5. And the one that I got sold pretty quickly. It was a direct sale. And yeah, Zia right now, it's just still a really good pickup. So for me, I am almost always going to pick it up. This is another Dress to Kill piece. This one has a different tag compared to all the other ones that I have purchased. And when you look online, it says Dress to Kill by Jane Moore, I want to say. Again, it's just like a really small brand. I think it's sold at some boutique stores and whatnot, and they have like the ability for you to have like trunk sales, but it's definitely not something that you're going to find at like a Nordstrom or anything like that. This is a pretty cool top. It's just like, first of all, got this ombre action from like the white to the gray, but then it's also got like this bleach action, like reverse bleach almost, and it's got like a high-low hem, one size fits all. It's a cool piece. I don't know. I think I ended up paying $9 or $10 for this, and again, I'm gonna price that at like $125 to $150. Insane. All right, moving on. We don't have too much left. This is another Torrid piece. This is in a size 5. I thought this was darling as well. It is this green, I guess you could, it could be a short dress or it's a tunic. Again, one thing I love about tunic or about Torrid is that if you find the tag, they usually have on the tag, underneath the care tag, another tag. I probably can't. You probably can't see it. It's not going to focus. But on here, it'll say the item number. And if you type that into Google, you will be able to find the exact item on the Torrid website. You can find, you know, the description that Torrid wrote for it. You can find stock pictures, everything that you need to help you sell the item. So I'll be able to figure out if this is a tunic or a dress from finding it on their website. I thought this was really, really cute though. So there's that. Probably list that for around like $25 to $30. This is another Torrid piece. This is Torrid Super Soft Knits in a size 5. That kind of reminds me of like the Soft and Sexy from American Eagle. And honestly, they kind of have the same feel. This, I think, is a dress. So it's like a black floral print dress. Super, super soft. It's got like this, what do you want to call this? Not netting, but you know what I mean? Like just the crisscross at the neckline. Really cute and perfect for the season that we're in right now. Gotta love that. This is Torrid as well. So much Torrid. I told you, my friend Shiwan found so much. Again, size 5. This is like a snakeskin V-neck tunic, but I feel like this was supposed to have a slip with it because it's pretty sheer, and there's no slip. So I will definitely mention the fact that it's super sheer. And again, when I look it up online using the item number, I'll be able to figure out whether or not there was supposed to be a slip. And if, there was supposed to be one, of course, I'll make sure to note that. So there's that. I found this on the full price day, the first day that we went, and I was like, God, I hope they have this still on half off day. And they did. They did. When we went, like my friend Shiwan and I had like a plan of attack. I was like, I'm going to go to shoes first. You look for like Spanx. You look for the Zia pieces. You look for... And so she went straight to those racks and picked this up for me. So this is Spanx, and this is in a size large. This has like a camel print. I believe it is high-waisted. Spanx, as a brand, does amazingly well. I don't know that I've ever tried selling their leggings, which I think is how they started. Well, actually, Spanx started off as like shapewear, with like garments that you wear underneath your clothes to give you the silhouette that you want. And then they expanded to, things that you just wear normally, especially pants and jeans and stuff like that. And I know that their leggings are insanely popular. So very excited to see how these will do. I have no idea, but I'm assuming I can get at least 50-ish for these. And I like the fact that they're a size large. So there's that. By the way, as you're watching this, if there's anything that you are personally interested in, the best way to get in contact with me, to be honest with you, is through DM on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is Becky Park on Poshmark. So you can just DM me, let me know what you're interested in, and we can work out the best deal that way. So if you are interested in anything, let me know. This is again that Torrid Super Soft Knits, size 5. It's actually pretty similar to the other one, except this one has a slightly smaller and bolder floral print, and then also like this cheetah print with it. It's also got this like the crisscross on the neckline, and it's got this little piece, this little panel up there. It's got a keyhole back. Definitely a dress, a little bit of that high-low action. So yeah, again, I've never picked up the super soft line within Torrid. Kind of eager to see how that does. This actually, I think my friend Shiwan picked up for herself, so I have to give it to her, but it just says Mama Bear. I thought that was really cute, and it honestly fits her so well. She's got 3 boys. They're just the cutest, and she's such a great mom, so that's a great sweater for her. This is by the brand Brooks Brothers, and it is a size 4. I kind of went back and forth on whether I should get this or not, but I believe I paid $4 for this, so I was like, I'm just going to get it. It's super cute. It's a super cute silhouette. I really like the elastic waist. I love the chambray with like the polka dots. I love the pockets on the front. I love everything about this. I think this is perfect for any teacher, anyone who works in an office setting. It's got pockets. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's perfect. So part of me wants to wear it myself, but I always start off so strong at the beginning of every school year with like dressing up and all that. And then by like now, we're in October now, I'm wearing like my distressed jeans with like t-shirts. I just, I give up. So, I don't know. I love this. And Brooks Brothers really is such a great brand to resell. I just personally like, I don't know if I need this in my life, but I'll probably price this between $35 and $50, and I think it'll do really well. Sorry, I'm like buttoning it up as I go just to save myself some steps later when I go to photograph. All right, this next piece is a brand that I have not picked up in a while, and I am kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to try and sell it myself or whether I should send it into ThredUp. But the brand is David, I don't know if it's Meister or Meister. This is in a size 2. David Meister makes great, kind of like cocktail dresses. They retail for a pretty good amount, and they can resell for a good amount as well. So this is a pretty beautiful black dress. I do really like this draped detail at the top. I think that's really pretty, actually. Other than that, it's pretty simple, just kind of like this sheath dress, but then it does have this asymmetrical hem at the bottom, perfect for, you know, any sort of like cocktail party. I think it's gorgeous, and it's really lightweight, just very slinky. But yeah, not sure if I'm going to sell it myself or send it into ThredUp. And this is kind of the same thing, although this one needs a little bit of work. This is Diane von Furstenberg. I know I'm not saying that right. I know that if Veronica Mitke is watching, she's going to be like,
I know I already taught you how to say that in a video.
but yes, it is a great brand. This is a size 0. The dress is gorgeous. Look at this. It is like half sleeves. It's this beautiful blue color with a V-neck. Just hugs the body. Oh my gosh, just such a classic, beautiful dress in this like stretch knit. It's got zippers on the bottom, on the sides. Not really sure why. I don't think you'd ever unzip them. However, because that place did not have adequate lighting, I could not see, and it's kind of hard to see now, but I'll show you really close. There's a lot happening on the V-neck in terms of like, I don't know, I think it's someone's makeup. Like, was someone wearing makeup on their chest? I don't understand, but can you see that? There's just like that faint, like kind of beige-ish, yeah, I don't know. And then you can see it really clearly here as like a stain. So let's see, I'm going to imagine that this is dry clean only, but if I could maybe just stain treat that and throw it in the wash. Yeah, I don't know. If I can get this cleaned up, obviously I'll be able to get a little bit more for it. I don't know what it is. I feel like I get a lot of trashed Diane von Furstenberg. Like maybe that means people just wear it a lot. Okay, yeah, it's dry clean only. This is the Takara dress. I have not looked up comps or anything like that, but I'm going to see if I can just stain treat those little parts. It's not made out of anything extraordinary. So I'm hoping that even though it says dry clean only, I'm going to just try to put it through the wash, maybe just do a gentle cycle and just treat the crap out of those stains, because I would like to get a pretty penny for this. I think it's gorgeous. I think also my friend Jiwon would look gorgeous in this. She's teeny tiny, definitely size 0, but she was like,
Where would I wear that?
and I was like, wear it to school. She's a school counselor, and she's like,
I'm not going to wear that to school.
but I think she would look stunning in this. But that, friends, is my haul. It was a wonderful week of sourcing. I really enjoyed going to that pop-up consignment sale event. And I did have a few of you who asked about it. It's called Divine Consign, and it's something that they do like nationwide. It's not specific to just my town. It's a specific kind of pop-up consignment sale that, they do all over the country. I think, they just find a couple volunteers who want to help run it in any particular town. Maybe that's a task that you want to take on. Maybe you want to try hosting this kind of consignment sale in your area. I would just look up, on Google if you want to look for these kinds of sourcing opportunities in your area. I would look up pop-up consignment sale or just consignment sales near me or something like that. Pay attention to that kind of stuff on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I think that's how I learned about it, was through Facebook. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below if you've ever attended a pop-up sale like this before. The first time I heard about it was maybe 2-3 years ago. I was so excited to check it out, and it did not disappoint. Year after year, I make sure that I attend this event. It pops up like twice a year in my city. It's amazing. I love it. And even if you don't have this exact opportunity, this exact, Divine Consign pop-up consignment event, hopefully you have something in your area, or even just, other consignment stores. And in the last haul that I did share my top 3 tips for how to shop successfully or how to source successfully at consignment stores. So definitely check out that video, because I think it will help you feel a little bit more confident before you go to a consignment store to shop. But yeah, that is everything. I hope you learned about some new brands, and I hope that you are having a great sales week and just sourcing some really cool stuff. I'm super excited about the rest of October and what it has in store for me, given the fact that I've been able to source such amazing stuff that I'm really excited to list. So that's it for me for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.